Guys, it is a beautiful day in the bluegrass. It's about 36 degrees and the sun is out. The dogs are full of energy because they love this cold weather. And I've got a treat for you today. I have a special guest from England. I want you guys to meet Dave. Now, how did Dave end up at my kennel all the way from England? Well, 2 or 3 weeks ago, I got a very nice email. And this girl named Mandy, she said, "Hey, Stonnie, my significant other, he loves watching your videos and we're getting a dog and he would love nothing more than to spend the day with you and learn how your system works." And I said, "Well, look, I'm flattered. If you're gonna be watching me all the way from England, least I could do is have you over and show you how the system works." And so next thing I know, look who showed up at my house, Dave. And so me and Dave have been having a big time. We're going to take Dave to do lots of fun stuff. We're going to take him to the gym with us. We're going to take him and do some camping. We're going to take him to do some shooting. All in all, we're just going to make sure that Dave gets a good snapshot of what life is like in America. Now, I ain't talking about all of America. I'm talking about America in the Bluegrass State, the way God meant it to be. Now, so, you know, Dave knows that about me. He's watched my videos. He knows my political leanings. And so what did Dave do as soon as he got here? You know, he said, "Hello, Stonnie, can you get me some freedom? I want to wrap myself in freedom." And I said, "Sure." And so look what I did. I went and got him an American flag bandana. Hey, he's been here for a week solid, ain't took it off one time. That freedom is contagious, guys. Guess what the second thing he wanted was? He wanted to shoot a rifle, right? And I said, "Well, all right, Dave, pick you one out." And look what he picked out, a nice classic Colt 6940 with the Trijicon 1-4 on it. And Dave is making great inroads in his shooting ability. They don't teach him how to shoot over there in England, so we're having to do a little remedial work, but he's coming along nicely. I'll show you a little footage later. So anyway, so what happens is Dave comes out. Now, the one thing that does get to Dave is how much work we put in. What do we do all day, Eli? Work. We do a lot of work here. We get up early and we work late. And Dave thought that just because you wrap yourself in the flag and you got your nice rifle and you're sitting on your nice fine four-wheeler that there's a lot of playing that goes on. And so that's the one thing, guys. Just like with your dogs, you have to make sure that you get the work done before the playing happens, right? So Dave's been coming out here and he got on my four-wheeler. I can't hardly get him off my four-wheeler. But I mean, it's literally like, it's crazy trying to get Dave off the four-wheeler and away from the rifle, you know? It's just never ceases to amaze me how many people come out here for the dog training, but they end up staying for the freedom, okay? What's that, Dave? Can I wrap it up? You're ready to get out and get to doing some fun stuff? Okay, just a second, dude. All right, so I'm going to have to hurry through this. And so what we're going to do today with Dave is we're going to take him on our normal daily activity for dogs that are ready to venture out into the real world. So when dogs come here, you guys seen this a million times, we have to master our work on the Exercise with Small Challenges course. That's where we work on developing, you know, basic physical skills, and we work on developing a good, strong vocabulary. So what we're going to do, yeah, Dave, I'm hurrying, dude. What we're going to do real quick, we'll just run over the Exercise with Small Challenges course, then we'll run down in the field and we'll do a little line tamer stand work and a little cone work, and that way we can kill 2 birds with 1 stone, because these dogs that I'm showing you in this video, they've been here about 2 weeks, so it's time for send their owners a progress report. So we're going to make a progress report for these dogs, then we're going to go down there and okay, Dave, okay. Then we're going to go down there and do our cone work, and then we'll get to doing fun stuff. Oh, Dave, it's not tea time yet. It's still morning time. We got to, oh, you ready, Eli? Okay, let me put this coffee down. I'll get to working some of these dogs. All right, which one do you want to see first, Dave? What's that? You want to see the chocolate lab first? All right, this guy's name is Guinness. All right, Guinness. Okay, let's go, Guinness. Now, what we're doing here, Dave, and it's what you want to make sure you do with your dog, is you want to get out and get moving with them, right? What I always say is get out, get moving, and be interesting. If you'll get out, get moving, and be interesting, dog training will pretty much take care of itself. That's why I like, and I know when you're on YouTube, you can get swamped. Everybody's got to says this is the way to train a dog, or that's the way to train a dog. But to be honest with you, you know, all of it works if done correctly. So the main things to remember is just get out, get moving, be interesting. Isn't that right, Guinness? So here's Guinness. Hup, hup. Guinness is from Washington, D.C. Wait. Guinness likes freedom too. See, he lives in Washington, D.C., and you don't get a lot of freedom in D.C. You come to the Bluegrass State, you start having a good time. Let's look at Guinness's emotion matching. Hup, hup, hup. This is an often overlooked part of dog training. Oh my gosh. What are you doing in the middle of my dog training? Hup, hup, hup. Is to make sure that your dogs, easy, wait, learn to match your emotion. So when you're getting out and you're doing stuff with them, what we call, adventure training or learning by doing, make sure that you set the tone emotionally for your dog. See how when I went to talking to you guys, I'm sitting here being good, and so when I'm talking to Dave, it's the same thing. I want, when I'm talking to Dave, for these dogs to realize we're in a calm emotional state, and then when my attention goes back to them, then we can get excited and move. Okay, let's go. So I'll get them excited. Up, 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 up. Oh, very nice. Oh, very nice. And then I practice calming them down with my voice. Easy. Wait. So simple. Easy. Yeah, that's it, Dave. Right? What kind of dog are you getting? A Cavapoo? Oh, yeah, no, I like those dogs. Those are awesome. Now, we don't get tons and tons of dogs like that. We get a few every once in a while. But they're pretty cool. Yeah, and they can do it. Yes, for sure, Dave. They can do adventure training, of course. Because remember, the adventure training is not about the adventure on an objective scale. It's a subjective scale. So as long as when you get out and you get to moving with your little dog, if it's an adventure for them, then that's all you need. That's why we call it puppy-sized adventures. That's right. So why are we doing this part? Oh, okay. Well, so when we're going on adventures, like let's take Abe here, for example. Abe's a little older dog. We don't take older dogs very often, but Abe was a really nice one, and his owner's a really nice guy, so I took him. Well, when Abe got here, he would pull on the leash so much, and he's kind of just rude. So it's just hard to take him out and do any adventuring with him because there's a lot of aggravation. So what we need to do is we need to make sure, that the dog's mind well enough to be able to be taken out into social situations, to be taken out into adventure areas, because you don't want to be trying to do an adventure with a dog that won't come, it won't be still, and doesn't have good manners. That's just going to lead to a lot of problems, a lot of frustration. Yeah, that's right. So exactly, Dave. You don't want to wait. You want to start. When you get that little Cavapoo, when you get that little Cavapoo, you want to make sure that from day one, you've got, a clear set of expectations between you and your other family members towards the dog. And the dog needs to, to know that every day those expectations stay the same. They don't change. Yep, that's right. That's perfect. Yep. No, so what would change if we were doing a Cavapoo instead of this dog? Well, just patience. I mean, we would maybe take, I'll show you, for instance. Let's say that we had a little Cavapoo out here. Sit. Stay. So what I'll do is I'll have Eli come out here and take one of these landscaping timbers out, and then what we do is we have some small 6-inch blocks, and we put the small 6-inch blocks in between the bigger cinder blocks, so that the dog, it's more steps, right? But the dog doesn't have to try so hard to get up them. Yeah. So in other words, we just make, what we're doing is we're trying to make these activities challenging, but not so challenging that the dog has a chance to fail. Oh, very good. Oh, well, okay, so yes, exactly. Like this little dog, it's a little bit bigger. It's a golden doodle. It's a little bit bigger than what your dog's going to be, but let's look at it. Oh, now this is Winston. Winston's an awesome little golden doodle. He's super fast, super athletic little dog. And so he doesn't have any problem with these. He doesn't have any problem with the exercise for small challenges course. No, yeah, no, that's true. Okay, so when we come out here and we make adjustments on the course, it's not always because the dogs are little, right? Sometimes it's because the dogs are really, really, oh my gosh, don't miss it. Come on, up, up, up. And sometimes it's because the dogs are really, really big. Oh, now this is one of the things you'll run into. Like, see this little dog here? Where he's real good at movement exercises. He gets in a hurry sometimes. So yes, the ones that are really good at moving, they're not good at staying, and a lot of times they're a little bit impulsive. So everything's a trade-off. Ain't that right, Winston? Watch how excited he gets if I get to talking to him. Okay, Winston, come on, up, up, up. Oh my gosh, very nice. Easy. That's right. So yes, it's very rewarding to work with this little dog because everything you do, he gets super excited, his little tail wags and stuff. But then you got to be super patient because, like, when we take him out in public, he gets really beside himself when there's little kids around and stuff. Anybody's paying any attention to him? Yes. What we say, Dave, is that dogs are emotional mirrors, and some of them, they're magnifying mirrors, right? So if somebody gives them 1 unit of emotional energy, they give 10 units back. So you give them a little bit of excitement, and they give you a whole bunch back. But now some of them, You give them a whole bunch of excitement and they give you a little bit back. And that's why dog training is an art, not a science. Easy. Because you just don't know. And it changes from day to day. It changes as the dog goes through different developmental stages. Sure. Developmental stages? Oh, well, listen, I mean, you can't even begin to understand dog training if you don't understand developmental stages. Oh, you hadn't thought about that? Oh, yeah, for sure, dude. It's just like with children. If you want to raise a doctor, you don't start teaching them doctor stuff at 5. You know, you teach them how to sit in their chair and look at the teacher. Let me give you an example. See this little goat? Hey, Cinder. Come here, Cinder. Oh, my gosh. So here's Cinder. He's a golden retriever. And he's a dog very similar to Abe, you know. But he's at a little different developmental stage. And that works to our advantage. Up, up. In certain situations, oh, my gosh. But it works to our disadvantage in other situations. Now, so where it works to our advantage is that Cinder's basically a blank slate. He doesn't have any like well-intuned or well-ingrained misbehaviors, you know. But now, where it works against us a little bit is that, like when we first got Cinder, you know, he's teething, and so sometimes when they're teething, it affects dogs. You know, some of them doesn't affect them at all, and some of them affects them a lot. It affected Cinder quite a bit, and so he ran a fever for a couple of days, and he just kind of got beside himself. Hup, hup. Oh, but as far as just the learning, the training, besides the physical developmental stages, early's always better. Wait. Now, another thing you'll run into with these golden retrievers, is as they're going through the developmental stages, they get very sensitive, very sensitive. And so, you got to be super patient with them, and you have to make sure that you set up all your challenges so that your sessions end up with successful repetitions. These guys, they really need the success, much more so than, say, a lab of a similar developmental stage. Easy. Wait. Oh, like that right there. We don't want that to happen. See, so like where Cinder took a little bit of a misstep there, I'm going to come in with a high value treat and reward him. Good boy, for showing bravery after that. When I don't have to do that on every dog. But with Cinder, he needs his day to go right. Good. Isn't that right, Cinder? You're a very sweet dog. Oh my gosh. Sit. You sit too. Hey, really? You gonna show me up on camera? There you go. Stay. So, 2 golden retrievers. They're both awesome. And they're very similar in temperament, but they're, you know, going through a little bit different developmental stages. And so the challenges that one offers over the other one, just something that you have to deal with every day. Oh, very nice dogs. You want a fat treat? And you want a fat treat? Oh. Yes, that's right, Dave. Try not to drop your treats because it messes up your whole deal. Oh, we don't want to mess up the whole deal. Oh, do we? Let's try it again. You sit and you sit. Very nice. And then you see Winston getting up there. He has no intention of sitting. That's okay, because we love him for just being excitable. Oh, and being a happy worker. So he gets a treat, and Cinder gets a treat, and Abe gets a treat. Oh my gosh, you guys are so nice. Okay, and so you want to go? You want to go? Okay, yeah, sure. We'll go out in the field. All right, you gonna ride the 4-wheeler? All right, we'll meet us down there. Yes, exactly, Dave. You can make a small challenges course anywhere you want, right in your little garden area. Isn't that what y'all call a backyard in England? Yep. Right yeah, of course, right in your garden. You can use anything. You can use some cinder blocks, some Rubbermaid containers, anything you want, right? But you're really just trying to open up those lines of communication and motivation, right? Yep, exactly. That's what we do here. We just open those lines up, and then once we, you know, start making progress, then we just kind of start to expand the dog's understanding of, you know, where those concepts apply. Yep, that's right, and that's when we come out here into this field, right? So we're trying to master everything on the small challenges course, then we come out here in the field and we put up some cones and lion tamer stands. Again, yes, you can use anything you want. It doesn't have to look like what I have. Okay, yeah, sure, I'll show you, of course. Yeah. Come on, Abe, let's go over here and show Dave what we do with the cones and the lion tamer stands. All right, so let's get Abe on the leash here. We can do all 4, sure. I mean, because we got to take all these guys out. And so yeah, this is kind of how we know whether we can take them out or not. So now what I've done, show them this whole thing, what we've got going on here, Eli. We've got a line tamer stand, and that's we're going to use that for hup and sit. And we've got some cones. We're going to use that for weaving and inside and outside turns. And then you'll notice down there at the bottom, we have 3 puzzle mats. We have a green one, a yellow one, and a red one. Well, when, you know, like say when I'm working with Eli, I'm trying to help Eli, let's go, understand how to influence the dogs with speed and precision. And so Eli, sometimes it's hard when you're a young trainer to know. So we give them objective metrics. So like say this, these 3 pads here, sit. I want Eli to be able to tell the dog to sit and have the dog sit and stay where he puts it, where he wants to put it. Okay, so I'll put out a green, a yellow, and a red puzzle mat for Eli to practice on. Now, so what Eli's goal is to get the dog to sit on the green. Green for go, green for good, right? Yellow, caution, red, stop, redo it again, okay? Now, so if you're coming out through here and you consistently are on red, well, you got a lot of work to do. So you're not ready to go out in public. If it's yellow, you're making good progress. If it's green, hey, you're good to go. Isn't that right, Abe? Oh, that's a good dog. So now on our cones, we're walking, and the cones, it's just like anything in life, you know. You're just wanting to be able to move around the cones and not knock into them and stuff. Yes, at this stage, we are still using some treats. I got a little bit of dog crack over here in my pocket, but my reinforcement schedule is pretty far apart now. That's right. So, yep. So turning, this is a thing with dogs, hard to do, get them to turn properly. Very nice. So we practice inside turns. Oh, very nice. And we practice outside turns. Oh, you're a very smart dog, Abe. Oh, very nice. And we're going to get back up here. We're going to go sit on green and sit, stay. Now you'll notice I had to use just a teeniest bit of leash tension there. And I got pretty close to green. So that's not bad for 2.5 weeks of work. So that deserves a fat treat for Big Abe. Let's go. Very nice. And then the line tamer stand. Well, that's a little bit of cheating, to be honest with you. Anytime dog trainers put dogs on an elevated surface, they're doing it because it's easy to make them stay up there. And it also provides good visuals, right? So when I send this progress report to the owners, they're going to be like, oh, look at my dog sitting on the line tamer stand. Up, sit, stay. And, you know, Abe should be able to, he should be able to, like, stay up there for a long time. Yep. All right, so how does it look with the other dogs? Well, let's look and see. You going to get here first? Come on, Cinder, let's do you. Let's do you, buddy. Oh, very nice, Cinder. All right, very nice. Yes, that's right. You can't judge them all the same. You have to have subjective standards. So what I'm looking for every day, oh, don't get in a hurry. Sit. Oh, I'm looking for incremental improvement. So you look here, look at this. See, I got yellow, right? So with Cinder, I've got a little bit of work to do. Come on, Cinder. Very nice. So how will I go about fixing that? Well, one thing that I probably do is I will go back to a little quicker reinforcement schedule. You see how like he kind of has a tendency to lose attention in between these cones and stuff? Oh, or he goes, like see he went over here to the activity that he likes better. Come on, Cinder. Oh my gosh. Now watch what happens if I increase the frequency for giving him treats. Good boy, Cinder. Come on. I'll be able to hold his attention a lot better. Very nice. And what that tells me is that we still have some attention span work to do. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Oh, watch out, Abe. Get back, Abe. Good. Oh my gosh. I might try to get him a little bit more, be a little bit more animated with him. Oh, that's a good boy, Cinder. You're a good boy, Cinder. Very nice. Talk to him a little more. Oh, tease him a little bit with my dog crack. Very nice. Oh, now he's getting it. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah, it can be. Yes, that's the hardest thing when I got people out here learning how to train dogs is, you know, this isn't just day to day, dog to dog stuff. It's day to day. Sit. Good. Stay. Now you see here, Dave, where when I increase my reinforcement schedule and I got a little bit more animated, then like I got a green sit. right? So what does that tell me? Okay, I can take this dog out, but I'm going to have to kind of go out treat heavy, and I'm going to have to be really, really, really supportive of him. Oh, you're such a good dog. I might have to move a lot and gradually work myself into these more and more distracted environments. Okay, come on, you can do it. Let's get one more rip. Let's get a sit on green. Let's get a sit on green and sit all the way on green. There we go. All right, and that's enough for that guy. Good. All right, let's see what else we have. Oh, let's do Guinness. Come here, Guinness. Yeah, you're a very good dog. All right. Come on, come on. Let's go, Guinness. Come on, come on. All right. So with Guinness, oh, we'll tease him with a little dog crack. Very nice. Yeah. Now, how long does it take to completely fade off the food? Just depends on the dog. You know, some of them it happens very quickly. They really have a tendency to fade off themselves. If you'll notice here, I'm not giving hardly any treats. I didn't hardly give any treats on the Exercise with Small Challenges course, but I do have some treats in reserve to tease. Yep. Well, okay, so it's December, right? It's Christmas time, and what do parents do to get children to mind during Christmas? They say, hey, you better watch out, you know, because you got some gifts coming up, and if you don't behave well, you don't get the gifts. So it's the same thing as with the dogs. Oh, good dog. Let's go. Oh my gosh, you're a good dog. Now see right there, Dave, a mistake that I made because I was talking to you is I gave him a fat treat, but I didn't give him time to eat. And so then when I took off walking, he was still like chewing. So that wasn't his fault, that was my fault. So you have to always be, you know, be an honest judge of yourself. You know, don't think just because the dog's not doing perfectly that you know, it's the dog's fault. Most of the time it'll be your fault because you're not you know, following a good energy management schedule, or you're stressed at work. Very nice. Sit on green. Up a little. Very nice. Stay. Now I gave him a fat treat that time, and I'm going to give him time to eat. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's go. Oh, you get out of the way. Come on. All right, so now we're going to pick up the pace, do a little pace match. Come on, come on. Good boy, Guinness. Oh, you're a very good dog. Oh, you're a very good dog. Oh my gosh. We'll do a little inside turn. Now I'm going to go from being excited to asking him, oh, watch out, Abe, get back. To asking him to calm down. Listen, nerd. Sit. Stay. To ask him to calm down and stay. Yes, of course, I had to put him on the lion tamer stand because his mom wants him to sit up there and look famous. So we'll send her some pictures of him on the lion tamer stand. Isn't that right, Guinness? Oh my gosh. All right, now we got one more little dog. Oh, we got a little Winston. Oh, Winston's my buddy. Winston's a fast mover. I like Winston. Oh my gosh. But the thing with these little fast movers is they get distracted real easily. Oh, so you got to tease them a little bit with the dog crack. Oh my gosh. You got to talk to them a little bit extra. Very nice. Oh, you're very nice. Now, so we've been doing these 4 different dogs, and you see, sit, that even when you do the same stuff, everything's basically the same, you have to make these micro adjustments with the dog. And so when you get your little Cavapoo, I can't tell you exactly how your training is going to go, but I can tell you that it's going to trend upwards. As long as you get out, get moving, and you be interesting. And listen, you're gonna make plenty of progress over the course of a year. It just might be times, you know, like days or sometimes weeks even, where you're not making the progress that you would like to. Oh, well, welcome to the world of dog training. If it went perfectly, oh my gosh, I wouldn't have a job. Very nice. Oh, so see, I got to tease this dog a little more, especially like on these inside turns. Oh, you can do it. Oh my gosh, but I'm going to show you something. Up, 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 up. You can do it. Come on, up. Sit. So I'm going to show you something real fun that we've been doing with Winston to keep the training sessions interesting for him. Now see, I'm going to give him a fat treat right there because he loves the other dogs so much that whenever any other dogs or kids come around, he has a real hard time focusing. Yep. So I gave him an extra fat hunk of dog crack right there. Well, Abe, you can have one too. Okay. All right, we'll go get your little fetching toy. So, like I was saying, we do some extra fun stuff with some of them. So when I have a little dog, it's kind of good at movement. He really likes learning, but he gets distracted easily. That's a great place to bring back in like some marker training. You know, that's your clicker training, right? So this little dog has a tendency to like kind of look at the ground sometimes, or pick things up off the ground. So what I do is I want to be able to tell him that I like his head up. He doesn't have to be looking at me all the time, but just his head up. I don't want him, you know, after everything on the ground. So I can use this clicker to selectively mark the times when he's being a little bit more attentive, a little bit more forward looking, and a little less interested in what's going on in the grass. And then I play a series of games with him, okay, just to encourage his overall desire to play, to work with me. So look here, he's thinking about what he's going to do. And he starts going, oh, the clicker's out. Am I going towards the lion tamer stand? I'm like, nope, just going to walk with your head up. Come on, little dog. Very nice. See that head's up? So I say, hey, I appreciate it. Come on, come on. Heads up. I appreciate it. Heads up. I appreciate it. Yeah, it does work this fast, Dave. It's true. Now, of course, I had to put the other dogs up for a few minutes to do the clicker, because like you can't have everybody, you know, getting clicked for everything they're doing. Kind of messes up the whole deal. Oh, you're a good dog. But see, I kind of got his head up here. That allows me to say, hey, I appreciate it. Come on, come on. And then what I do on these sessions, good, because leash walking, listen, let's just be honest. You wouldn't like leash walking if I came over to your house every day and said, okay, Dave, here's a leash, put it on your neck, and we'll go for a walk at the pace I determine, for the length of time that I determine, and at the intensity level I determine. Come on, be happy about it and show super good etiquette. You probably wouldn't like it, right? Okay, well, listen, it's the same thing with the dogs. So if you have a dog, and you know, it's a dog like Winston, super smart and super inquisitive, but a fast mover, they get a little bored with this leash walking and stuff. So I like to break his leash walking up, not just with exercise with small challenges, but with things that require an even greater degree of cooperation. So I'm going to use the same basic strategy here with my red, yellow, and green, okay, and I'm going to do it on fetching. Now, when we first started this exercise, if this dog would bring this dummy back that I'm fixing to throw to the red, he would get a click and treat. Then after a while, I would only do it on the yellow, and now I'm trying to transition all the way to the green where I can take these off. So we'll show you how this works. You're going to do this, with your little dog? Yeah, start off in a corner or in a hallway, and you know, very few repetitions, like 3 to 5, you know. Be honest with you, I'd do a whole week of just one. Let's see how many we can get with this little guy. So he goes and gets it. Let's see where we're going to get to. Now he only gets a click and treat for green. Oh, and he brought it to the green. That's very nice. Let me turn my thing around so Eli can see a little better. Oh, so we're going to throw our dummy, and we want green. So here's what we're after right here, after this green. Oh, you're a good dog. Come on to the green. Oh, click and treat. Now I break up these walks. We play this with this dog pretty much on every walk. Come on to the green. Oh my gosh. Oh, you're a good dog. Now right there I gave him a fat treat, okay, but I had to give him time to eat. Don't throw your retrieving item until they're ready. Oh, come on, little buddy. Come on, come on, come on, you can do it. All right, so there's 4, and that's plenty. That's plenty. But since I said you had a range of 3 to 5, we'll try to do one more. Oh, you're a good dog. Oh, very nice. And that's 5 perfect retrieves, okay? But now remember what I said. All I'm trying to do is give him something interesting to do with all that energy that he has. And so I take red until he's reliable at red. And then I take that away. And then he's going to go get the... Then I will click and treat him for getting to yellow or better. And then I take that away, okay? And then I've just got green. So he's got to bring it back to the green. Oh my gosh. You see how he kind of just drops it on the green? And then after a while, after he's real reliable at that, I take that away. This is a great hallway game right here. Great hallway game. Oh, what a fine animal. And if you do it right, oh, I'm not going to give you a treat. You got to bring it all the way to me and hand it to me. Come on, nerd. Oh, that's a good dog. Oh, perfect. If you do it right, Dave, by the time your dog's a year old, you got your great retriever, even if it is just a little cavapoo. All right, let's go to the gym. All right, Dave, we've knocked out a little dog training today, and so what we do at lunch is we come over to Four Seasons Mixed Martial Arts Gym in Lexington, Kentucky, and we do some man stuff. And what do I mean by that? We do a little boxing, we do a little jiu-jitsu, and we do a little something that you guys in England I don't think have ever heard of. It's called wrestling. That's a real martial art. You ready to get you some? All right, let's get in that cage, get going. We're gonna do 3 one-minute rounds. And all you actually have to do is keep from getting thrown on your head. What do you think about that? Can you do that? All right, let's get started.
Let's
all
go,
right?
Dave, come on.
What's
up, dude?
Oh,
what's up?
Dave, quit running. Oh my gosh. Oh, come on, Dave, you get him first. Oh. Dave, you have to stop running. This ain't France, son. You're in America. You got to fight. That's right. Go forward, Dave. Oh, oh no. Oh no. You don't. Oh my gosh. Ah, Eli, what are you doing?
Hell yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah. All day.
Calm down, Eli. Calm down. Dave came all the way from England to work with us.
England? I don't care about no England. We didn't fight no Revolutionary War for nothing.
Oh my gosh. Dave, are you okay? Eli, his eyes are glassed over. Oh my gosh. Come on, wake up, Dave. Wake up, Dave. Eli, did you have to drop him all the way on his head? You know these guys from England can't wrestle. Come on.
Waiver.
Well, I guess he did sign a waiver. Oh, wait, Dave, come on. I need a sign, buddy. A sign that you're alive. Come on, give it to me. Oh, there we go. Big thumbs up. All right, Dave, come on. Get up, buddy. We still got boxing and jiu-jitsu to do. Let's go over here and get you some water. We'll get you some ice on your head. Give you an aspirin. You'll be fine, I promise. All right, Dave, you did a good job on that wrestling. Well, you didn't actually do a good job, but you did a good job bouncing back, and that's all that counts. So we've got you here with professional fighter Jamel Muhammad, and we're going to do a little bit of jiu-jitsu. Are you down for that? All right, let's get going. That's right, Dave. Stay moving. Protect your lapel at all costs. Oh no! Dave! Oh, my gosh! Tap, Dave. Tap! Oh, my gosh, he's hard-headed.
Dave,
Tap.
come on.
Oh, he's out.
Oh, he's out.
out.
Yeah. So,
Don't disgrace my flag like that, son. Wake him up. Wake him up. Come to your senses, Dave. Get up. Get up. There you go. That's what I wanted to see. There you go. Way to represent the UK. All right, Dave. Well, that wrestling didn't go too well for you. And in the jiu-jitsu, you got choked unconscious pretty quickly. But I know the English have a long, rich history with boxing, so I expect a little better from you this time. Give me a thumbs up if you're okay with what we're doing. All right. Let's get in the ring and put some rounds in with Peyton Hughes, our upcoming amateur star at 170. Do that for me. Let's review the basics. Slip, 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 dip, dip, dip. You're doing well, Dave. Hands up, that's right. Watch that right hand. Watch that right hand, Dave. Oh, no! Peyton, what'd you do? You've killed Dave! Dave, are you okay? Dave, just stay calm. Don't move your head. It's okay, Dave. It's okay. Don't worry about it. I understand that, wrestling, that's not really for the English. And jiu-jitsu, well, I guess that's not really for the English either. And, well, last thing we found out is that boxing most certainly isn't for the English. But, look, Dave, we're going to have a good time anyway. Yes, that's right. We'll go back to the kennel. We'll do a little bit more four-wheeler riding, and we'll train some dogs. What's that? You need some tea? Okay, buddy, let me get you up. We got you a little thermos of tea right over here. We'll get you a little brew going. That's okay, Dave. Yeah, go ahead, take you a break. Sit over there under that umbrella and keep my camera equipment dry if you don't mind. What's that? Yeah, this is every day during the winter, dude. It's gray or cold or rainy or muddy or something. Right. Yeah, now the life of a dog trainer is not quite as glamorous as what it looks like on YouTube. But, there's a method to our madness. Yeah, well, just sit there and watch. I'll show you. Yes, here's Cinder. And you saw earlier. Come on, Cinder. Cinder had started to show good mastery of his essential skills at the kennel. So when we first come down here on this playground equipment, I'm going to do all these exercises with him. I'm not going to ask Cinder to do anything that I won't do myself. And the reason that I do it that way is because I believe that good leaders lead from the front. Now, as Cinder starts to master these particular physical impediments, then I will let him do them on his own. because I'm always looking to encourage, autonomy in the dog. So see, I'm gonna come here, whoa! But I'm gonna be here to catch him in those situations like right there. He got going a little too fast, and I was there to catch him and make sure that worked out well for him. Come on, Cinder. And as he gets better, I'll just give him a little less help. Oh, very nice. You a smarty. Now I'm gonna still hold his leash for the first couple of times so I can control his speed. Then I can come over here. Whoa. Make sure he has a good experience. Remember, when we're doing exercise with small challenges, come on, Cinder. What we're trying to do is make sure that the dog finds the activities physically and mentally challenging, but the activities aren't so physically and mentally challenging that the dog has much of a chance to fail. Very nice, easy. Whoa, very good dog. Your little cockapoo is going to be able to do exercise with small challenges, look just like the big dogs. It's just that you'll have to think in terms of what's challenging for her particular stature. That's all you got to keep in mind when you're working with a smaller stature dog. It's just that, you know, all the physical impediments, they're bigger to the smaller dog. And so you just have to be more patient, and you have to lay out a route that's going to be challenging to your dog, but not so challenging that the dog has a high failure rate. So like right here, we'll come around to the smaller step. There we go. And we'll just work on these steps for a minute. Oh, since the steps are a big deal to a dog Lexi's size, we'll just work on the steps for a little while. Very nice. Let her get the idea that this big, scary, wet playground equipment is not so big and scary after all. Very nice. Lots of treats. Good. And then once she starts showing confidence on the steps, then I'm able to come up here and move on to something that's a little bit harder. Now these chain steps on this particular piece of playground equipment, it's tough for the dogs. It's one of the reasons why we use this particular playground a lot. Let me just hold Lexi's leash here and show y'all what I mean. You see how this moves around? Scary and shaky. It makes the whole thing vibrate. Okay, not to mention there's big spaces in between these grates here. So a lot of times I'll have to come over here and just sit right on this side and work on this for, well, to be honest with you, sometimes I have to come down here and just work on this 2 or 3, 4 days in a row just to get the dogs where, you know, they can be up here on these chain steps. Then I move over here to the slide. Come on, Lexi, you can do it. And you don't know which obstacle is going to give you the most trouble. That's a weird thing. Like some dogs, the slide really intimidates them. And some dogs, they love the slide. They'll do the whole activity just to get a chance to go down the slide. Oh, you can go down the slide. Woo. Whoa. And then some dogs, they absolutely hate the slide. So like, let's say, take Lexi here. She's not loving the slide right now. So I'm just going to slide her with me. Woo! What's that? How wet am I? Dude, I'm soaked. I'm soaked to the bone. But that's okay, because I'll do anything to accomplish my goals. We put the work in. Come on, Lexi. Let's do it again. All right, and so Lexi's not quite as far along as Cinder on these particular obstacles. Now, a lot of that simply has to do with the fact that these obstacles are a lot harder for a dog Lexi's size than they are for a dog Cinder's size. Very nice. So I just have to be patient. And I'm going to go back and forwards a few times. And then I'm going to end, good, on something positive. So what I would do is I'm going to come up this way. Go across the chain steps, go down the slide, and then get a repetition on the regular steps, which she's really good at, for the high note of my training session. I always want to end on a high note if you can. Oh, so this is tough. I don't want to end on this tough thing for her. Good. I'm going to have to do this with her. Whoa. I want to come over here and end on the high note. So we just run up and down these steps a couple of times. Oh, hop, 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 hop. Very nice. Come here. Treat. Good dog. Up, 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 up. Oh, come here. treat. Very nice. So I got me a couple of good solid repetitions in there. Oh, and she's off of work. Targets of opportunity will present themselves. They always do. Yes, this is very similar to dog training in that, you know, good marksmanship is dependent upon patience and consistency and most important, persistence. You got to practice a lot. What? You never got to practice basic rifle skills when you were a little boy? Well, what do they teach you in England? Really? Well, how are you going to defend your country if you can't even shoot a rifle? Is that what they tell you? Yeah, unfortunately, that's what they're telling a lot of kids in the United States also. No, not here. In the Bluegrass State, we stick to the fundamentals, traditional child rearing, as they might call it. First thing I taught my boys is to ride, to shoot straight, and to always stand up for what's right. Oh, well, thanks, Dave. I appreciate those compliments. Yes, that commentary is very insightful. Superb marksmanship is most certainly how America won the Revolutionary War. What? Oh, you want to have a contest? You want to see what you can do, see what an Englishman can do? All right, well, let's grab that carbine and get to work, son. All right, Dave, we're going to stick to the fundamentals. You have 6 villains downrange. You're going to acquire a target, breathe out, squeeze your trigger, move to the next target. You got that? All right, let's let that freedom ring. Right, Dave, let's see what you did here, man. See how you represented the UK. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Let me get my reading glasses on here, Eli. Let me look. Well, I don't see, look at all these villains, but I don't see any holes in those villains. Man, well, I guess that kind of brings us back around to how America won the Revolutionary War, no? Dave's shooting a modern M4 like it's a smoothbore musket, red coat style. Oh, what are we going to do, Eli? What can we do? Because we don't want to send Dave back to England not able to defend the homestead. You know what? I got something for him. I'll be right back. Okay, well, since it's December and I know Mandy wants you home for the holidays, I don't think we have quite enough time to get your marksmanship skills up to bluegrass levels, but I think I found a solution. Dave, this is a Beretta 1301 tactical 12-gauge shotgun. Now, the advantage of the shotgun over the rifle is that the rifle shoots a single projectile, whereas a shotgun shoots multiple projectiles. So in fact, what you're doing is you're covering a lot more area with this shotgun, at least at certain distances. And the kind of distances you're probably going to be defending your homestead at. So we're going to go back here, we're going to give you a shot with this shotgun, but let me just be honest with you now. When you go to shooting a 12-gauge shotgun, you got to puff that chest out, bring them shoulders back, because there's a lot of recoil. You're going to have to man up. Can you do it? All right, well, let's get over here and get started. Target inspection here. Dave, I think we found your tool. You might not be much of a carbine man, but when we put you behind that shotgun, you went straight to work. Let's count up what we've got here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My gosh, Dave, half a dozen evildoers down for the count. That's what I like to hear. That's what freedom feels like. How do you feel, Dave? Come over here and tell me how you feel. You feel giddy? You can't stop shaking? Don't worry about it. You'll get used to it. That's just freedom coursing through your veins. Yeah, that's really what it feels like to be an American. I know it's a lot to process. Let's just go up here and Eli and I will brew you up a little spot of tea and we'll talk about it. Don't get your knickers in a wad there, Dave. I'm hurrying as much as I can. You got to remember, tea time is not it's not an American thing. I'm not used to just stopping work in the middle of the day and boiling up a quick brew of tea. So you got to give me a second. You know, we're out here in the wilderness doing survival training, and you start panicking. Stonnie, what about my tea? What about my tea? Well, Eli and I, we're used to deprivation. We're used to going without, you know. We put that work in every day. We're not over here thinking about tea very often, you know. But I am a gracious host, and so I will make sure that you get some tea. Are you warm enough over there? Here, let me. Oh, I know you're not used to being outside so much. Oh, let me get you situated there. All right, good. Now you're better. That's good. I got you a good bed of coals going over there. And once we start cooking up this venison, I'll move you over there. And we eat some deer meat by the fire. But I realize you're down and out for the count till we get this tea in you. But, all right, so let's see here. Oh, show them how we're cooking this tea here for Dave, Eli. This is what's called a Bushcraft Essentials stove. We carry that with us whenever we're going out and doing adventure training, in case we want to cook up a little something. You know, it's pretty cool. It's a twig stove is what it is, and it folds up. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Y'all don't do that over in England, Dave? What do y'all eat over there? Fish and chips? Is that what y'all eat? I don't know about that, son. Wait till you eat this deer meat. You're gonna between the deer meat and the freedom and the hiking and the dog training, Dave, I'm afraid you're never gonna want to go back to England. Mandy might be wanting to move over here. You guys come to work for me, I guess, if you want to. Eli, you think they could come work for us?
Well, they gotta bring that work ethic.
Are you throwing Dave under the bus for the work ethic? All right, so let's get us situated up here. Oh, get us a little brew going, or whatever it is that y'all say over there. So what's been your favorite part so far today, Dave? Yeah, that's what I thought. Everybody loves freedom when they get a little taste of it. Ain't nothing like putting that rifle in your hand to make you understand what true citizenship means. We're gonna send you back to England with some revolutionary ideas. You go over there, make it 1776 all over again. Dun, 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 dun. We run over here and get a cup for your tea. Oh, now I don't know if this is good tea or not. Oh, because like I said, I ain't really a tea drinker. But I called up this lady that I know, and I said, hey, I have a friend visiting from England. You have any tea that he could drink? And she was like, sure. And I said, well, is it good tea? And she said, yeah. So I had to take her word on it, Dave. I don't actually know what we're dealing with here. Let's see if I can rummage around in here, find what I'm looking for. What is this called? What does that say? Orange Spice Bigelow tea. What do you think, Eli? Do you think that's good tea or not?
I guess we're about to find out.
Orange Spice Bigelow tea. So let's put this here. What's it even look like? Oh, it's just a tea bag. What do you think there, Eli? So we'll put that in Dave's cup. Oh, let me feed this little fire here. Get Dave's tea ready. Oh, now just to be honest with you, Dave, me and Eli don't think much of tea drinkers. Do we, Eli?
No. Coffee.
So, you know, we're gonna let you drink your tea, and we ain't gonna make too much fun of you, I don't guess. Maybe a little bit. But Eli and I, we're gonna kind of stick with a more traditional Kentucky drink here. And this is something that we only break out on special occasions. All right, so here's your tea, Dave. We'll get that out. Are you comfortable? Come, let me see, buddy. I keep feeling like this is falling down on you. I want you to stay snuggled up in there and take good care of you for Mandy. All right. But look what I've got Eli. This is what the men drink. So there ain't nothing wrong with having a little bit of tea for your... I know they're politically correct over in England. They don't say man or woman anymore or whatever. But in Kentucky, we still say man and we still say woman. And this right here is what a man drinks. But only on special occasions. Because that bottle costs more than Eli makes in a year. Alrighty, Dave. So we're gonna set our pappy right there. And what does he call this, Eli? Orange Bigelow tea.
Orange Bigelow.
Orange Bigelow. So you can have you some Orange Bigelow, and Eli and I are gonna drink a little bit of fine Kentucky bourbon. Whoa, just a sip though, because we got work to do. Alrighty. What's that, Dave? That tea? Are you having second thoughts on the Orange Bigelow tea? I don't blame you. Here, son. You smell that? What do you think about that? No, I don't think so, Dave. I had to ask Mandy if you're allowed to drink man's drink over here in America. There you go, Eli.
Well, thank you.
All right. Well, Dave, here's to you. Well, wait a minute. Come on, Eli. Let's wait till this Orange Bigelow tea gets ready. And then we'll toast Dave. Oh, my Lord. We don't want to get him in trouble, Eli. Eli was wanting to take Dave to a gentleman's club tonight, and I was like, I don't know about that. Oh, I don't even know if they allow that in England. Do you think they got that much freedom in England, Eli?
I don't think so. They probably don't have any type of fun in England.
I don't think so either. I think they watch soccer. I think that's what they do. Something like that. Soccer. If they call it football, I don't know. Oh, all right. Dave's tea is about ready. Do what, Dave? It's not ready yet. You got to let it steep. Well, what do you mean? I just got to let it sit there and do nothing? Okay, all right. Oh, Eli, this is turning into a lot of work with Dave here. Well, Dave, just to be honest with you, that's as much steeping as you're getting. Here, Eli, give Dave a little toast. All right. Now, you stay in that sleeping bag there, Dave. I know you're cold and tired. I'll come over here and give you a little tea. Oh, is that good? All right. All right, Dave. How's your Orange Bigelow tea? Because this pappy's hitting the spot. Dang. All right, Eli. Let's break out that deer meat.
Oh, yeah.
You're feeling supercharged. Yeah, I'm with you, Dave. I feel the same way every day. It's a combination of deer meat, fine Kentucky bourbon, and freedom. What's that? Of course we've got a nightlife around here. What? You want to go explore the Bluegrass State? Well, sure thing. Eli, get the truck! Dave, tell this snowflake what you want.
A spot of tea.
Tea? We're drinking bourbon when you're in Kentucky. Stonnie with the Pappy 20 do?
Pappy 20 will do just fine.
I got you.
All right.
How you want that served? Straight up?
Dude, pour it in a glass and give it to us.
Make it a double though.
Dang. Nice. That's what a high quality bartender does right there.
Ooh.
Christmas Day.
Merry Christmas Day from Kentucky.
Christmas Day.
Merry Christmas Day.
Merry Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas, Dave.
Merry Christmas, Dave. Glad you can make it.
Dang, Dave, look at this fancy restaurant. Say hello to Dave.
Hi, Dave. Merry Christmas.
Say Merry Christmas, Dave.
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 Dave, I'm sorry I got you arrested, man. Let me talk to this fine officer. Officer, please, can't you cut him a break?
Merry Christmas, Dave.
Merry Christmas, Dave.
Merry Christmas, Dave.
From America.
From America. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Merry Christmas, Dave.
Duncan Backlund, and just want to wish Dave a Merry Christmas.
This is Morgan Everett, Army Men's Soccer. Merry Christmas, Dave.
Christmas Day. Merry Christmas Day. Merry Christmas Day.
And now, as the President of the United States, it's my tremendous honor to finally wish America and
Dave
a very Merry Christmas.
Well, I can't believe your trip's already over, but we've had a good time. I hope you enjoyed America. I hope you enjoyed that little taste of freedom. My friend Corey's going to grab you and fly you over to England first class. Merry Christmas, Dave.
Merry Christmas, Dave.
Hey Dave, welcome aboard. Glad you can make it.
Yeah, you like that? Yeah, we don't usually let people ride in the jump seat, but Stonnie called and said you were a VIP and that on your way back to England we should give you first class service. So you're actually ahead of first class now up here in the cockpit with us. All right, we're almost there, Dave. We're going to land the airplane now. You have a Merry Christmas, buddy.